Hey guys, this is Game Crusader here, and today this is my first live commentary playing on Rift. Just want to talk about myself today here, tell you about who I am, what I'm trying to do with this channel, what I'm trying to do with my life playing through games. My whole goal here is to start playing games for a living, try to get on with machinima. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it is possible. For those who are wondering, my name is Zach. Um, If you want to know anything else, you can send me an email, or I'll put my email down in the description below. Basically, I figured that after I was done here, talk a little bit about my character, what I'm trying to do, and how well I think I can develop this character. And if anybody else wants to know how to develop their character in this game, just leave a comment below and I can make a video about how to set up your character for the way you want it to be, whether it's doing dungeons or whether it's doing battlegrounds. So basically, today I'm playing here on my mage. It's my second character I'm trying to level to 50, and he is a necromancer, warlock, and that's about it. His third soul, which I really don't know how to pronounce properly, is just there to look pretty. I'm mostly a warlock, going for the dots, going for the harder ticks on the dots and harder damage with my abilities, with my necro just supporting my abilities and giving a little bit more damage. I have a pet, but I don't really use him right now just because he's so low level, he does nothing for me. But playing on this warlock here, the best thing to do is always to have your dots ticking, to always have it rolling, ready to go, and putting out as much dots and as much AoE as you possibly can. The way that normally works is if you see on your screen you have like 18 million dots rolling on your screen, you're either going to run away and try to heal, or you're going to try and pop every cooldown you can. Now when you pop those dots, playing on a warlock, your best bet is to start running, because as they pop their cooldowns, whether it's a shield, a healing ability, or whether it's just some minor potion, then you know that they already have their cooldowns gone, which makes it so much easier for you to turn around, open up, use your long cast abilities, use your short cast abilities to knock them down even more. Now, as a warlock mage, I have to my own self a variety of abilities I can use to keep myself alive. The best thing to do when you use those is always manage which one to use first. If I pop them all at the same time too soon, which I do sometimes without even thinking, then yeah, I might kill the first guy all the time, but what's to say that that warrior or rogue that's like lurking behind ready to, do me in the butt isn't gonna win, because most of the time they will. As a mage in any game you play, you're wearing cloth, so you really do not have the proper armor to stand up to a warrior or rogue when you're already at half health and all your cooldowns are gone. Since this is a, gameplay that I want to put up, I'm not going to really defend. I'm going to go and try and do my best with the offensive group to get the EFC. Now, for those of you who don't play Rift or looking to join Rift, this is called Whitefall Steeps, and it basically centers around a capture the flag base. It's exactly almost like Warsong Gulch in World of Warcraft, and you basically cap the thing 3 times and you win. Just like in World of Warcraft, you cannot capture the Fang, or the stone, whatever you want to call it, the source stone, until the opposing team has dropped theirs and it's been returned. In my opinion, this map is way too big for this type of gameplay. Warsong Gulch, you can look out the front door and see the Horde or the Alliance's front door. In this game, if I turn around here with my settings almost all the way up, I mean, you can barely see right in the outline back there the Guardian base. There's 3 entry points here to go into. The front here, I'm coming in from the east, you can come in from the west. It's very useful when you're trying to do some tactics with a group. If if you have a big group coming from the front, then all the defense runs to the front while you have maybe 3 or 4 coming from the back, and you can sort of gank them in the back. There's only me and one other guy here, so right now I really don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm trying to get their attention. There's about 5 or 6 of them. There's me and a rogue. I don't think, especially at level 34, and this rogue being at level 37, that we will be able to take on this group. But since he's already starting, I might as well jump and see what I can do here. The best thing to do right now is for me to find this healer, who happens to be number 2. Dot up your healer. So even with that healer dead, this will actually make it a lot easier. Now, Mortality is one of those spells I was telling you about. It does damage as it heals me for 100% of the damage it does. Now, I've already popped all my cooldowns, and there you can see I killed the healer, we killed one other, and we almost had, you know, these other 3 down. And I think this healer over here that I have clicked on just barely got here. So we're dealing with the healer, and actually he looked like he was more of a DPS, so he was probably running with a Warden, Sentinel, and something else, which, if you want to know more about that, you can leave a comment below and I will tell you. Alright. So now you see that in this game, it's very strategic, just like Warsong Gulch. If you run in 1 or 2 against a group of 5, you're really not going to make it. The best thing to do is to set down a proper defense with, you know, with 1 or 2 higher levels on the guy, and then send the rest of the group into their base trying to get their guys, just like they had. They're saying that there's people up in here, and, you know, so what we're going to do is we're going to come and clear these guys out. Rolling dots. There's a healer right here in front of me. I'm going to put some dots on him. More people are starting to join, so now it's going to get a little bit easier for our group. I really don't like dying, so if you see me ever running away from a fight, either that's me running away from a fight, or it's me hoping that my dots cause them to run away, because dying just isn't fun and it looks bad. And since I like to try to top my damage out in most fights, which is really hard to do in here, just because it's such a large map, I'm really not going to be able to do that if I'm dead with a 15-16 second rest timer. So now there's 5 of us. We're all going to go and try to get this. Hopefully this works. And if it does, that'll be the first cap. Now normally this is running off of Escalation, which is a weakened version of this, where the fangs actually appear in the middle, and it's 1 at a time. I keep calling them fangs, but they're source stones. The source stones will appear in the middle, 1 after the other after it's capped. First 1 to 3 wins, just like it is now, but the only difference is that the opposing team can go into the other team's base and steal them and run and cap them. It's basically beta for those groups that like to sit in the middle all day in the battleground or warfront, whatever you want to call it, and just sit there and kill, which has no help to either team just sitting in the middle doing that. You're not doing anything. It's just a waste of time. For some reason this week it's not doing it. I don't know why. Maybe they have stopped it for a while, but I'm hoping it comes back. I do enjoy it, not for the middle camping part, but for the actual game itself, it's quite fun to play. You just get a bunch of people there. I can really do some damage, really get up inside their group and just AoE them to death. Alright, as you see there, we just recovered it. Our guy's being attacked at the same time. Hopefully he didn't stray too far away from the drop point. He died just as he got it. That was good.